5 seconds. The light goes red. It signals me.
Tonight we're taking a look at Dark Summer, the surprisingly subdued tale of Daniel, played here by Keir Gilchrist, a deeply troubled young man who finds himself haunted by a frightening poltergeist while under house arrest for stalking a classmate. I'm Cinematico Magnifico of AmoralCrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. For the most part, Dark Summer is very much a character drama about a young man being punished by his own guilt-riddled mind. Gilchrist does a wonderful job as Daniel, juggling a variety of emotions in single scenes and even in single shots. One moment, the guilt of his actions come through in his subtle facial expressions and body language, but then, just as subtly, there's a sinister twinkle in his eye as he revels in his knowledge that he can, at any moment, break the conditions of his house arrest without ever being caught. The supporting cast, however, doesn't carry the same strength in the performances. Stella Maeve as Abby comes across as less of a loving friend and more like a lovesick puppy dog wrapped in a doormat. Maestro Harold is there to question everything when Abby is too busy smiling and nodding at everything Daniel says, but still following along after he's properly killed a few minutes of screen time with his pointless posturing. And Peter Stormare is utterly wasted as an incredibly lazy and lenient parole officer who is there only to utter a few bits of exposition, advice, and ignore all the chaos going on at Daniel's house. Worst of all, Grace Phipps shows up to collect a paycheck for her few brief appearances as Mona Wilson, the focus of Daniel's unhealthy obsession. There isn't much to say about her performance because she's just sort of mugging for the camera in a role that can be measured in frames rather than seconds. Because the other characters do so very little and Gilchrist's performance is clearly the strongest aspect of Dark Summer, it might have been better to have allowed the script to be rewritten as a one-man play. The story focuses entirely on Daniel by design, on his emotional and psychological breakdown that stems from his guilt and social isolation. But because the script allows his friends to show up whenever they please, despite the conditions of his house arrest not allowing underage visitors or the use of the internet, he's not as isolated as he should be. It allows the story to conveniently leave the house and Daniel for as long as necessary, carrying on elsewhere when it really shouldn't. This not only derails Daniel's personal struggles by not making it quite so personal, but also pulling focus away from the entire setup of the movie. What's the point of Daniel being under house arrest if the story can go wherever it pleases? Dark Summer is far from perfect, but it's mostly a good movie with a strong lead and mostly passable performances from its supporting cast. Some might be more forgiving of the movie's faults than others, but even if you, like me, can't easily get past its various missteps, there's enough here to keep you watching through to the end. You can follow Amoral Crackpot on Facebook and Twitter, and also be sure to leave any questions, comments, and suggestions for future reviews in the comments section below, and maybe discuss today's movie at greater length. Tomorrow night, we take a look back at The Inheritance, the pilot episode of Friday the 13th, the series, a show that, despite its name, has absolutely no direct connection to the massively successful slasher series. But until then, I'm gonna make like a tree and get out of here.